16-year-olds should be able to look after themselves as far as I'm concerned. Is that just a bit funny?
We the Grimwades, welcome to the show. Spreading good vibes, gonna let everybody know. There's a window to our lives, so watch everybody grow. And everybody's welcome, from the royals to the pros. Yeah, love her checking out the journey. Big fam, couple guys, couple girlies. We're spreading happiness from early. Subscribe to the vibe, you heard me?
Oh my days.
Hey guys, I hope you're all good. Welcome back to our channel. Yeah, so I'm here talking to you today because we are a family who like to share what we're doing and like to share how things are going, in the hope that it will create a realistic picture for others to be encouraged by, hopefully, who may be in similar circumstances. I feel like you have a bit of responsibility, I guess, when you are in a position of influence, to share an honest overview or view of what happens in life. Because I think the temptation for a lot of people who are on social media and stuff like that to kind of only show good times, or only show, look, we're making it through, we're fine. The honesty of this video is that life is pretty tough right now. Yeah, it's tough. So, the last video, Tim was holding down the fort with the kids. And to be honest, guys, like, you know, I don't want to have a go, but you do have to remember that you guys only do get to see a very, very, very tiny part of our lives in a week. And yeah, I would just encourage you to maybe use a bit of common sense in knowing that we don't show you everything, because we basically can't. It's pretty impossible for us to be able to show you everything. So maybe not to assume that you know everything, because you don't, basically. That's the honesty of it. Yeah, it'd be very difficult without a camera crew following us every moment of every day to be able to give you a full overview of how our lives go. But we try and give you short snippets that are convenient for us to do at convenient times. So all of those of you that are gunning for my husband saying he doesn't do enough, guys, you don't know what my husband does behind the scenes, and he does do a heck of a lot, actually. So yeah, you see, when everybody comments, it's like, oh my gosh, kids are so well behaved, blah blah blah. A lot of that is down to him, and that takes a lot of hard work and a lot of consistency, a lot of determination, a lot of time spent with the children. But anyway, any good parent will know that you don't just get well-behaved kids just like that. And also, you'll know you have your good days and you have your bad days. But anyway, that's my little rant over. But yeah, my husband's doing a great job. I was in hospital overnight. I had to go on a drip to have some fluids because I'd been sick. Like, I'd actually physically thrown up so many times the day that I went in. Excuse my yawning. That I was very dehydrated, and the doctors saw it best for me to go on a drip to get some extra fluids, and also to have some anti-sickness medicine, which was like heaven because it was just taking the feeling of nausea away. And to be honest, 7th time round, this is actually the first pregnancy where the anti-sickness medicine has made any difference. I think I've tried anti-sickness pills with all of my twin pregnancies, so with Hallie and with Houston, and for both of which they didn't really work. And I think with Houston I did go into hospital and go on the drip at one point as well. Or was that with Rue? I can't remember. Maybe that might have been with her, I'm not sure. But I remember even then it didn't really seem to have an effect. But this time round, seems to have worked. So when I was in hospital, I was on a drip. I had to go on a drip for 2 hours. No, the first lot was for an hour, then the second lot was for 2 hours, and then the third lot was for 4 hours. And then the doctor wanted me to stay in until I kept food down, and they gave me 2 doses of anti-sickness medicine whilst I was there, just straight in the line in my arm in the cannula. I basically slept. I think I was admitted to hospital. I went in at about 3 o'clock on, I can't remember what day of the week it was, but one day. And then I pretty much just slept in the bed the whole time until the next morning. And I think I left there. So I went in at 3 p.m. and I went in a bit earlier, but by the time I was in the bed, it was about 3 p.m. And I slept pretty much until about 10 a.m. the next day, I think it was. So yeah, my body is very, very tired, and even still now it's very, very tired. You know, pregnancy does take a lot out of you, a whole lot out of you. But anyway, so that was just a kind of recap on where I'm at and what's been going on with me from, I think it was the last video. But yeah, Tim and kids were holding down the fort. Yeah, so today, Tim and Hezzy are actually off at football camp because it's summer holidays and it's that time of the year where Hezzy has football camps kind of back to back, which he's having a great time, and I'm just pleased that he's able to go to those and do that. Rue did have the opportunity to go to a football camp, but just because obviously Tim can't be in 2 places at once, he's just sticking to his ones on Saturdays, and the girls hopefully are about to enroll on a kind of dance class type kind of thing. But we'll try and keep you updated on that. Yeah, when I'm saying life is tough at the minute, just because with me being so kind of out of action, well, I say I'm out of action to an extent, like it's just, I'm now on anti-sickness pills that I can take 3 times a day, but they only really last for 3 hours. And where we all get up quite early in the morning, I take my first one at about 5:30 in the morning. And then the next one I'm taking, well, I try and give it 4 hours. So the next one I'm taking at about 9:30. And the third one, I'm taking it at about 1:30 in the day, which means I'm feeling sick again by about 3:30, 4:30 kind of in the afternoon. But to be honest, we're going to bed pretty early at the moment because it just gets to a point where we're just like, okay, yeah, this is enough for today now. Yeah, so, and to be fair, it seems to be working with everybody's schedule because where the kids are up so early anyway, they can kind of pretty much do with a good night's sleep. They're not all going to bed at 5:30, but I'm kind of resting from that kind of time in the day. But yeah, so I can't paint this whole pregnancy process as roses and whatever the saying is. I'm so bad with sayings. But yeah, I can't just paint a pretty picture because it is tough and it is rough, but I know it is worth it in the end. Fully 100% worth it in the end. But it's just getting through this phase. I was trying to mentally will myself into not getting so sick this time. I was trying to, you know, the mind over matter thing, but yeah, I guess the body or the matter kind of took over in the end. But yeah, I was messaging Tim earlier just saying, oh, I'm really struggling today. I'm finding it really difficult. And he's been really, really positive. And it is great when you're in a relationship where on your kind of more negative days, you can just bounce off your partner. And if they're being positive, it really helps, you know. So anyway, I'm going to go downstairs and get the kids to come say hi to you for a bit. Yeah. Hey guys, so actually quite a little while has passed since I was upstairs talking to you. It wasn't a minute ago, it was quite a while ago now. Just because my friend came round, she brought lunch, which was really nice of her. Just because, as I was saying, I was having a bit of a rubbishy day. But yes, the kids are down here. My mum's actually here. Houston, what is the matter? Do you want to say hello?
Oh yeah, Ruth.
Come say hi.
Open, yeah?
My mum's actually here. She's just helping out as per usual. And Houston's here. Houston, say hi. Can you say hi?
Hold on.
Say hello. Oh, it's got very dark, isn't it? 2 seconds. Oh, Rue. Rue, you got to be careful.
Sorry, Grimwade gang.
Oh, we can't see your face. It's a bit too close.
Sorry, Grimwade gang.
Okay, Harper Larper.
Yeah.
Astro's in the nest as well. Astro, yeah. Hello, mate. You're here.
Hello.
You need to sit down. Sit. Sit down, Mr. Man. Thank you.
Sit.
Yes, you need to sit. You good boy. You gonna sit down? Good boy.
Good man. Chubby boy.
Good boy. Well done, Astro. Hey, Hallie.
Hey.
You okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Gang.
Oh, hey, Hosanna. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Yes.
Just upstairs, tidying up, my favourite thing to do in the world.
Ah!
Because some certain people don't tidy up.
Oh, who might those? Look at that face.
Hallie as well.
I was helping just a second ago.
Okay. What was you actually tidying?
Their bed. Because I know it's their
No,
bed,
I
and
just did it.
So basically, they did their beds up, but it was a bit new, so I just made it look a bit better. And then Hallie just left all stuff on the floor from on their bed, like bags and stuff. I don't know
okay.
why that's on their bed. Bags and lip balms and hand sanitizer.
So was he trying to do things to mummy standard? Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Girls, when you tidy up, you have to tidy up properly.
Yeah.
You have to tidy up to a proper standard, yeah? Do you hear what I said? Yes, okay, good. Astro, you're enjoying your belly rub, aren't you? Oh, Rupert, what just happened? You bonked Harper in the head.
do you say?
Oh, that's nice.
Hi guys.
That's much nicer. Oh, look, see. Such time has passed by now. The boys have just got back. And Astro, getting excited. Very, very excited. Just gonna hold him because
Yeah, because we've got a bathroom, we've got a hallway and then we've got a bathroom. And he just tries to run straight to the bathroom when he goes down the hallway and somebody opens the door.
Yes.
So I have to hold him.
Yeah, so you just have to hold him because he gets very excited.
Good afternoon,
When Daddy
everyone.
gets back
Hello,
home.
mister.
Yes, as you can see.
He gets very excited.
Very excited.
Very excited. How are you guys? How is everyone?
Yeah, we're okay. I can explain our day to you. So I was upstairs earlier today. I
Right.
was talking to the Grimwade gang
Yeah.
about, it's quite a tough day for me today. And also, I was just having your back break as well. I was reminding the Grimwade gang that they don't see everything on the camera. So I was just filling them in a bit on that
It's
back.
fine. I'll be the villain. It's no problem.
And I was saying that you and Hezzy, hey Hez, had gone to training.
Yeah, we did.
Just mind your kit, yeah, Hez.
Yeah, well,
I know
I'm
you
going to go
wanna-
upstairs and change.
Okay, yeah,
Good
get the
go
job.
for you.
And then soon after, thank you, Hallie. You were over there spilling water, are you, Miss Madden?
No more.
If she sits down, sit down,
Sit down,
Kristen. You can
Kristen.
have a little bit of water.
You sit down.
Can you
sit
sit
down
on your
first.
Oh, good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl. Good
Good girl.
girl.
And then you drink it carefully.
You alright, Hallie?
Yeah.
Good. You alright, Rupert?
Yeah, I want some water.
You alright,
What
Mama?
do you say?
I want some water.
What is that? How you say it?
What do you say?
Oh right. Oh, good.
Thank you. Please, can I have some water? Please put the 2 pleases
Harper,
in.
you alright, babe? You okay?
Yeah.
Rosanna? Good.
Yeah. So, and then Auntie Amy came round and brought lunch last week, which was nice.
Yeah.
So quite some time had
Don't worry, baby. We can get some more. Yeah, it went on your feet. It's okay.
Oh
Come,
dear,
you said.
it spilled on the floor.
So I've got to put my foot in it. Come.
So I'm gonna go and put
Don't worry, it's not anything that we can't sort.
Can I have a
is it?
cuddle?
Daddy's got his
Houston.
arms waiting open
Can I have
for
a cuddle?
you. No?
No.
No, you prefer to play in the wet patch on the floor.
Look,
There you go. Is it more fun?
which Rue shouldn't be leading the way in. Don't play
Yes,
in the puddle.
exactly.
You should be being a good example. You're the older one.
Exactly. That's
Don't go in the puddle, Hughes.
Yeah, look at him now.
Don't go in the puddle. You.
There you are, sit down.
Good girl. Well done.
Yes. So
Stop being crazy.
we had quite a break between filming and coming downstairs.
That's alright.
Which is fine. Oh, we've got some dance moves going on here.
Nice.
So I was going to actually talk a bit more. Let me come in front of the camera. Yeah, I was actually going to talk a bit more and position myself so you can see all of us in front of the camera about this whole topic of it taking a village to raise a child, which I feel is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a good example, like, to children, like getting them to help out in the home and also getting your friends and family around you to help if you need help. Like, I know that my mum, as we've said before, she's from a large family, and it's a topic we touched on in one of our most recent videos with my mum and dad that we didn't actually manage to finish, but I will probably expand a bit here. My mum is actually one of 8, and I know that from my experience, obviously, as a child in that family, as one of my mum's siblings' nieces, anybody ever needed any help in the family, everybody else was there to help out. Do you know what I mean? So if someone was going through, you're loud enough over there, young lady. Yeah, you're having a good time. Good time over there.
That would make lots of noise. You're all wet. She put it on her head. Look, I don't know if you can see. She's put it on her head.
Oh.
You put all the water on your head.
All on your head there.
Go on then, madam.
But yeah, basically, sorry guys. Basically, if there was something that happened in the family, then basically everybody would be hands on deck to help out.
Yep.
You know, if,
Even some of our family parties.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, you have some people being the chefs, some being hospitality, like in
Precisely.
general. Obviously, that can sometimes be hospitality too, but
people doing the music, people doing the entertainment.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
That's okay.
Can't take
It's
that
no
as you.
problem. That's fine.
People being the telltales, and I'm joking. But you know, it's like it's a family affair. You know that song? It's a family affair.
Is that Mary J. Blige one?
No, that's a different one. I think it's a theme tune for something. Anyway, if anybody knows what song I'm talking about, well, there you go.
Even the kids, even the 3-year-olds know.
Yeah, we're a family.
We're a family, innit?
That's right. So I don't see it as a problem for us all to be, or for people to be chipping in and helping. Sorry, my arm is aching in 2 seconds. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, so I'm actually quite surprised when people are all like, oh my gosh, you got Astro out of the clothes or the food. Thank you. I had a food shop delivered this afternoon, and I think he's trying to busy himself with... Off mummy's back.
Come on, you.
Come on, you. Calm down. I think he's trying to busy himself with getting involved in the food. So, obviously, he's a puppy and he likes attention.
I love mummy.
Sit. Astro, sit. But I was talking to my friend Amy about this, and she again was giving me advice about how to be with a puppy, like, because obviously we want him to feel loved and taken care of and whatnot, but at the same time in this stage, just the same with children, the laws that you lay down now are going to be the ones that they obviously kind of continue with over the period of time.
Absolutely.
So if we're not strict enough with him now, he's just going to grow up into having bad habits and whatnot. So, which obviously we don't want, like jumping up at people and touching things that he's not necessarily meant to touch. So
Astro.
At the minute, it's a very busy time. Being on him. But it was funny, even my dad popped in earlier. You should have seen Dad on the floor.
Yeah, I heard.
Hey, Mum. Dad was on the floor with Astro. I was so surprised.
That's what I heard. We're just trying to deal with this nipping issue.
Yes.
He's nipping quite a bit at the moment. Close your mouth.
He needs to know that's not okay.
Just because of the little ones.
Yeah, mainly. Do you know what I mean? And then also, if he meets people that aren't confident with dogs or animals, you don't want them to be like put off even more if he nips them. Do you know what I mean?
No.
But yeah, so I don't want to say disappointed, Grimwade Gang, but I'm surprised when people are like, oh my gosh, the kids are doing too much, and why is the family having to help, and what? Isn't that just what you do? Like, I think in this day and age,
No. I was just going to say, I think the whole reason people watch our channel and are taken by our channel and our goings-ons is all because of that foundation.
Precisely.
That's why it's a bit different. It's a bit different. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, because in this day and age, I think you've got
Sorry,
kids that are not encouraged to become adults. You've got kids that are encouraged to stay as kids. And I found, and I was very shocked, that when I went to college when I was 16, I was put in, because I was homeschooled up until the age of 16, and I knew very much what I wanted to become. I always knew that I wanted to be a mum from a very young age. And when I went to college, I went to study music because I was interested in singing. I'd been doing some singing teaching, and it was kind of like the next sensible step. It was either going to be music or careful, Roo, keep it down, please. It was going to be music or hairdressing that I went into. Yes, precisely. I went to college, and all the 16-year-olds that I was sorry, now that you're not there. All the 16-year-olds and that I was around. What's the matter? That did not have a clue. One, how to be grown up. They were all acting like children still, not being able to make their own decisions and stuff like that, and not even really knowing what it was they wanted to be in life. At the age of 16, when you're almost an adult, really, well, by law, you're not an adult yet, but technically, most 16-year-olds should be able to look after themselves as far as I'm concerned. Is that just a bit funny? And I was just surprised at the lack of maturity, to be honest, that there was at that age. And I feel like too many children are encouraged to be kids and just stay as kids. You know, you don't have to make any real decisions. You don't have to have any responsibility throughout all their life, and then suddenly they hit 16 to 18 and they've suddenly got all these decisions to make, suddenly got all this responsibility. They've got to take themselves to college and all this sort of stuff and make these decisions throughout a day, but they haven't been taught how to do that. Look at you, I can see you. They haven't been taught how to do that along the way, and then you've got them making all kinds of mistakes all over the place because they've just been thrown in at the deep end. With life, you've been given a whole heap of time to prepare and to be learning things, making maybe little small mistakes along the way and learning how to recover from those mistakes. Not, oh, just be a kid, be a kid, be a kid, be a kid, now be an adult. Doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, you know, I think the way that we do things with getting the children to have responsibility, also showing that sometimes there are things that you might not be able to fully do just by yourself, you might need to call on others for help. We show that as an example. Like, I think when people are put under pressure to cope by yourself, don't ask anybody for any help because you chose to be in this situation, that's when you have people who end up being in a mental state where they can't cope, and because they won't ask for help, they end up breaking down. And we have a society where people are suffering mentally because they don't know how to share a load. Do you know what I mean? Which to me doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's my piece about some of the things that have been said in our comments. To be honest, if I'm honest with you, I only read a few of our comments because they flashed up on my phone. I honestly don't have that much time these days, as you may imagine, to be able to go through all of them. But we do appreciate everyone's comments because it does create it does create good points of discussion. And I would hope that our forum would always be a positive place where people do feel they can share, but then also we obviously feel like we can share as well. So anyway, Grimwade gang, I feel a lot better at this end of the day than I did earlier this morning.
Well, praise God for that.
Good. I took one of my
praise God.
Yes, praise the Lord. I took one of my sickness pills just about an hour and a half ago, so hopefully I've got about 2 hours left of the day where I shouldn't feel too sick, which I look forward to spending with the rest of the family and hopefully being a little bit alive for it. So that is me signing out for now, and we'll see you on the next vlog.
See you later, guys. Bye 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 bye.
Bye, family. That's right.
Bye.